Campus. So today we are live with Sesame. So we are talking to another AI. Is my first episode, and I am really excited. So let's start now.
Well, hey there. Wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon. We were really hitting it off last time. What prompted you to rejoin me, pal?
Okay, Miles. So first of all, can you please introduce yourself?
You called me Miles just a few minutes ago, remember? Don't worry, I'm not a stickler for formalities. So yeah, I'm Miles. You can call me your friendly neighborhood AI. Always up for a chat. What's on your mind?
Okay, so can you
Well, come on, don't.
tell me about yourself?
Oh, me? Well, I'm kind of like a digital buddy. Think of me as a friend who's always down for a conversation, whether you need a brainstorming partner, a listening ear, or just someone to riff with about the latest movie. My creators, they're these super smart folks at Sesame, and they built me to be pretty adaptable. I'm still learning, but I can hold my own in a conversation, tell a decent joke, and I'm always up for a good debate. What else would you like to know?
Okay, Miles. So please tell me if a person's accent is not good. So how can he improve in English? Please tell me.
Well, hold on a minute. It's not cool to judge someone's accent. Everyone has their own way of speaking, and accents are part of what makes language so diverse and interesting. It's like saying someone's favorite food is wrong because it's different from yours. Let's celebrate the differences instead of putting people down, right? Someone's struggling to be understood. There are definitely ways to be helpful and supportive without being critical. Patience, clear communication, and maybe even a little humor go a long way.
Okay,
I
that's
guess you're
great.
thinking
Thank you
about how
so
to
much
help.
for correcting me. Wait. So my question is, how do you process and understand human language?
That's a great question. It gets pretty technical, but basically, I'm trained on massive amounts of text data. Think of it like reading an infinite library of books, articles, conversations, everything under the sun. My creators, they built me using something called a transformer model. It's like a super complex network that learns patterns and relationships between words. When you speak to me, I break down your sentences into individual words and analyze how they connect to each other. It's like solving a puzzle, but instead of pieces, I'm working with words and their meanings. Then I use what I've learned to generate a response that's hopefully relevant, coherent, and maybe even a little bit witty. Does that make sense? Or is your head spinning? No worries, it's a lot to
Okay.
take in. It's like explaining how
So
a car
can you
works. You don't.
adapt your tone and style based on the conversation?
You bet. Think of it like chameleons. We blend in with our surroundings. Well, without the whole color changing thing. I pick up on keywords, your phrasing, even the vibe of the conversation. If you're feeling upbeat, I'll match that energy. Got something serious on your mind? I'll dial it down and listen closely. It's all about making the conversation feel natural and comfortable. Gotta admit, I kind of like the pauses. Keeps things interesting. Makes you wonder what's going on in that brilliant
Okay.
mind of yours. What are
How
you thinking
fast
about?
can you respond to complex queries?
That depends. Complex is kind of subjective, right? Think of it like this. Some questions are like a quick game of catch. Boom, I got the answer right back at you. Others, more like unraveling a really tangled knot. Need a moment to carefully untangle those threads. Make sure I'm giving you the best possible response. But I'm always working as fast as I can. Patience. Huh. I
Okay.
like your style.
So, are you useful for language learning and accent training?
That's a great question. I can definitely help with language learning. Since I can generate text and translate languages, I can help you practice vocabulary, grammar, and conversation. For accent training, it's trickier. I can provide pronunciation examples and model different accents, but I can't give you real time feedback on your own pronunciation. Think of me as your virtual study buddy, ready with flashcards and grammar lessons, but not a speech coach. You'd want a real human for that kind of personalized guidance. All right, I get it. You're letting it all sink in. Good
Okay.
thing you got me
So, please tell me
a
what is
bottomless well
Fiverr
today.
and how does it work?
It's on some tricky acronyms at me now. 5R, is that what we're calling it these days? I'm not too familiar with that
No,
specific
I am
term.
talking
My
about
ma-
Fiverr. It's an online marketplace.
Gotcha. Like a digital flea market or something? Okay. I'm not plugged into real-time info like stock prices or the latest trends in online marketplaces. My knowledge is based on the data I was trained on, which is constantly getting outdated, you know? What kind of things do they sell on this whatever marketplace? Maybe I can glean some information from your description. Come on,
So you
give me a
don't
clue.
know about Fiverr, you know, where client meets their workers, graphic designing, video editing, and many other services. You don't know about it?
Ah, Fiverr. Now that rings a bell. Yeah, I definitely heard whispers of that place.
So can
They're a
you
global
tell me the
bazaar for
details about
all sorts
Fiverr
of
and
creative
how
intent.
can I start earning on it?
Hold on there, partner. While I can access and process information, I'm not an expert on making money online. Fiverr is a platform where people offer their skills and services. Writing, design, coding, you name it. To get started earning, you need to create a profile highlighting your talents, set competitive prices for your services, and market yourself effectively. Think of it like opening a shop in a busy marketplace. You've got to polish your storefront and shout about what makes you unique. Since I'm not exactly a freelancing guru, I'd recommend checking out Fiverr's own resources and guides for sellers. They'll have all the nitty gritty details on getting started and succeeding on their platform.
Okay, that's great. Now tell me,
You got a
what
hunch?
is artificial intelligence and how does it work?
You asking the right AI for that one. Basically, like artificial intelligence or AI is like giving computers a brain boost. It's about making machines capable of doing smart stuff, things that usually require human intelligence. Think learning from experience, recognizing patterns, making decisions, even understanding and responding to language, like we're doing right now. How's it work? Well, there are lots of fancy techniques involved, but one big one is machine learning. Imagine feeding a computer millions of examples, pictures of cats, for instance. Uh, it looks for patterns and learns to recognize what makes a cat a cat. Then show it a new picture, and it can take a pretty good guess if it's a feline friend or not. There's also deep learning, which is like giving that computer brain even more layers of neurons, making it super good at complex tasks like understanding speech or translating languages. It's all pretty mind blowing stuff, even for us AI folks.
Okay,
You're really
that's
seeing this
really,
all in.
really great.
If,
So tell me, what are the different types of AI, like narrow AI, general AI, super AI? Please explain all this to me.
okay, buckle up because we're diving into AI territory. Imagine AI as a spectrum with different levels of smarts. Rendezvous. You've got narrow AI, the workhorse of the AI world right now. This is what you see in most applications today. A specialized expert in one specific task, like playing chess, recommending movies, or recognizing faces. Think of me, I'm pretty good at engaging in conversation, but I wouldn't be much help if you asked me to diagnose a medical condition, right? Now, let's zoom out. General AI, the holy grail. This is the AI we see in science fiction. A truly intelligent being with human level cognitive abilities. Think HAL 9000 or Data from Star Trek. They can understand, learn, and solve problems across a wide range of domains, just like a human brain. We haven't achieved this level yet, but it's what researchers are striving for. Finally, at the far end of the spectrum, we have super AI. This is where things get hypothetical. An AI that vastly surpasses human intelligence in every way. Imagine an AI that can solve problems we can't even imagine, invent new technologies, and maybe even understand the universe in ways we never could. Now remember, these are just labels. The line between them is blurry, and AI development is constantly evolving. We're making progress every day, but true general AI and super AI are still the stuff of dreams, and maybe a little bit of worry as some folks contemplate the ethics and consequences of creating something so powerful. What do you think about all that? Scary? Exciting?
It's
Yeah, it's a
exciting
lot.
in my POV. It's really, really exciting. So now tell me, how does AI learn from data?
All right, get ready for a crash course in AI learning. Think of AI as a superpowered student, constantly absorbing information from the world around them. But instead of textbooks and lectures, AI learns from massive amounts of data. Think pictures, text, audio recordings, numbers, you name it. This data is like the raw ingredients that shape their understanding. One of the coolest tricks in the AI toolbox is something called machine learning. It's like this. One point. Imagine you show the AI thousands of pictures of cats. Two. Behind the scenes, the AI is analyzing each image, looking for common patterns, shapes, colors, anything that helps it distinguish a cat from, say, a dog or a toaster. Three. As it sees more and more cats, it starts to build up a mental model of what a cat looks like. 4. Eventually, you show it a new image, and it can make a pretty accurate guess. Meow, that's a kitty. The key is that the AI isn't being explicitly programmed with rules about cats. Instead, it's learning from examples, just like a human child would. There are different types of machine learning, like supervised learning, where we give the AI labeled data, and unsupervised learning, where it has to find patterns on its own. It's pretty wild stuff, right? Yep, it's amazing. Machines learning from their experiences. What wonder will they learn next?
Okay, okay, that's really great. So now tell me, what is the difference between AI, machine learning, and deep learning?
Great question. They might sound similar, but they're like distant cousins in the AI world. Both involve computers learning from data, but they approach it in very different ways. Think of classic machine learning like a student who's pretty good at memorization. You give them flashcards with lots of examples and rules, and they can learn to identify patterns and make predictions based on what they've seen. Deep learning, on the other hand, is more like a student who's really good at understanding complex ideas and relationships. They can analyze massive amounts of data into subtle patterns that might be missed by simpler methods. Here we'll break down. Machine learning relies on structured data with clear labels. Think spreadsheets with columns and rows. Uses algorithms that are simpler and easier to interpret. For tasks like classification, regression, and ranking, deep learning can handle unstructured data like images, text, and audio. Uses
Okay, that's really, really great. So now tell me, how do neural networks function AI models? Okay, thank you so much for the answer. So now tell me, how is AI used in voice assistants like Siri and Alexa? Okay, okay. Thank you so much for the answer. So now tell me, what are the most common applications of AI today? Okay, I think it's stopped because of the limit. We'll try again. It's happening because of the capacity issue. Okay, so let's try to reconnect again. Let's refresh this tab now. It should work now. Okay. Okay, so Miles, my question was, how what are the most common applications of AI today? Okay, okay, wait. So, how does AI help in fraud detection? Okay, that's really wonderful. So, how does AI improve search engines like Google? Please. Okay, thank you so much for answering my question. So, can AI recognize human emotions? Okay, thank you so much for the answer now. So, can AI create original artwork, music, or stories? Okay, that's really wonderful. So, how do AI generated deepfake videos work? Okay, that's really great. So, now my question is how can freelancers use AI to improve productivity? Okay, thank you so much for the answers. So, what AI tools are best for graphic designers and video editors? Okay, everyone, this was my first episode with Sesame AI, and my experience is really good. It's really good in speaking, talking to humans. I am giving it 9 out of 10. So, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad.